history, and sorry about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a bit of a surprise stream. I'm doing a finishing my games once and for all tour, as I would like to call it. So this is day one of it. Give me a second. Yeah. So again, this is day one of the finishing my games once and for all. So let's begin, shall we? And this is alphabetical. Because I don't want to leave my games out, like, you know, sitting there and I'm just playing multiplayer the whole time. Ah, I see. Just keep in mind, funny fact, I got this game in South Africa, right? Well, I live in South Africa, and I bought the Japanese version of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So everything's clearly not English. Everything is not English. I don't have a problem with that, because the good news is this is a Region 3 copy, meaning it's original, of course, so you can play it in Japanese or English, which is interesting. I didn't know Black Flag existed in another country. Well, I mean, it's worldwide, of course. So, it's really interesting. Oh, there we go. Turn the blood off. Cool. Sorry, I have this thing where I want the blood off. I'm sorry. If people don't see blood, sorry. Not because of the kids, it's just that I don't like the sight of blood. It depends on the game. If there's blood, then so be it. But I always take the advantage of when there's no blood. So, and also, here's another thing, right? Before I start, there's what else? Here's the features, right? Okay, I don't know what this is. Apparently, it's blank. You can start a new game. You can start a new game. You know, single player. You can play multiplayer, but we're not going to do that. There's additional content for the game. Stay tuned for more pirates. Initiatives. And there's the Uplay and then the options. So for the parents out there that want to know about this game, it is an old game, but the good news is you can turn off the blood, which is good enough, which is good for me because I like the game. See, this is where I start to mumble. This is where I respect a game that cares about the kids and the adults at the same time, mostly the kids, because at least the blood can be turned off. Thank God for that. So, let's start, shall we? Yes. Yeah. Hey, Sofa. Sorry, what? I remember this game. Did you like it? I was saying you have to. Cool. I hope you enjoyed, because honestly, Sofa, I want to finish my games once and for all, if you know what I mean. Cape Bonvencia, June 1715, which happened a long time ago. Well, hold on. Before I carry on, I just want to adjust something, because I'm not playing a multiplayer game. There we go. Everyone is welcome to my channel. Chatting to me is free. If you're salty and toxic, you will be banned. How does that sound, Sofa? Excuse me, in your opinion. There's upgrades? I didn't know that. Ooh, There's lots of swords. Okay, let's carry on. Move out the way! My gosh. Alright, we're manning a ship, lads. Firing cannons. To fire with your cannons. Hold L2 and move the right analog stick to aim. Then press the R2 button to shoot. Shoot the hole for maximum damage. Flippin' on. There we go. There, down she blows. And he fell into the water.
Is it dangerous? Edward? Privateering, is it dangerous?
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Why not sail with the King's Navy? Earn a couple wage, sail and a gentleman.
Sod the Navy's gentleman. For every shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600. That's no way to earn a fortune.
We don't need a fortune.
It's not about need, Caroline. I want food that don't make me sick. I want walls that hold back the wind. I want a decent life.
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
A year, I reckon. 2 at the most.
All right. No more than 2. Promise me.
I'll be honest, I actually tested this game recently just to make sure the game was in English. I mean, it wouldn't be a problem if it was in Japanese, because that's where this game came from. Because I bet the person that traded this game in was from Japan, and then wanted to trade it in. And this game was just here's a history lesson. This game is actually a launch title for the PlayStation 4, if anybody did know. But now here's my problem, right? I'm not trying to waste anyone's time. It's just that people of today, some people, I'm just saying some people, would rather play the new games. I'm like, yeah, new games are nice if they weren't expensive. To be realistic. Because what if that new game doesn't have what this game had? Just putting it out there. Oh, I made it to shore. It's beautiful sunlight. And then this guy shows up.
Was it good for you as well?
Havana. I must get to Havana.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best? 100 escudos.
Doesn't sound like a heck of a lot.
Keep talking.
Will you or won't you?
Man, this guy's sounds like a liar to
You don't
me.
have that gold on you now, do you?
Whoa.
Bloody fucking pirates!
Doesn't sound like a real assassin now, does he?
You sneaks be.
Let's chase him down. Oops.
Come on, mate. We're off to a bad start. It's 100 leagues or more to Havana. Will you walk that distance?
Felt a bit glitchy there. Okay, where did I go last time? I think it was here? Yeah, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what happened there. I hope everyone not to panic. I don't know why that happened. And I hope to God that doesn't happen again because I'm playing an offline game. Alright.
Poor kid. Where's he running to?
Follow and I'll kill you!
Hold on a second. Let me just edit my stream quickly.
We could work together on this!
Keep your distance!
Sheesh. Okay. Sorry guys, just a bit of a technical issue earlier. I don't know why. He brought this upon himself.
Senor Duncan Walpole, I accept your most generous offer and await your arrival with eagerness. If you truly possess the information we desire, we have the means to reward you handsomely. Though I will not know your face by sight, I believe I can recognize the costume made infamous by your secret order. Therefore, come to Havana in haste, and trust that you shall be welcomed as a brother. Su más humilde servidor, el gobernador Laureano Torres y Ayala.
Mr. Walpole, let's collect your reward.
That's when he became an assassin. Well, he threw away the hidden blade.
That schooner'll do me just fine.
Ow! Ugh.
The Commodore's gone ahead to Kingston. We're to commandeer this lubber's ship and follow.
Sorry, Kingston? No, our destination is...
Stalking zones. Dense vegetation can be used as stalking zones. They allow you to hide and move undetected. Use them to approach targets stealthily.
I'm just a merchant.
Quiet, you bleeding pirate! You'll hang for the mess you made out there.
Sir, I had nothing to do with this attack. My crew and I have merely anchored to water and resupply.
Hold it! Stop them! Give me one reason I shouldn't vent your skull.
Take my sugar. Take anything you like. I'll pay you. Anything you like.
Hey, caramba! I'm bad. This. We're just cutting the plants. That's all we are doing. Oh. That was not part of the plan.
Take my sugar. Take anything you like.
What? We've a button!
I'll pay you. Anything you like. By God's grace, sir, you saved me. A profusion of thanks.
Is that yours?
It is my vessel, yes. But here lies its poor captain, and I have no art for sailing.
I can pilot her myself, no mind.
You don't mean to abscond with my ship, do you?
I'm Duncan. What's your name, friend?
Steed Bonnet.
Well, Mr. Bonnet, let this stay twixt us. But I'm on a secret errand for His Majesty the King, God save him, and I must get to Havana with speed.
Oh, that is a relief, sir.
Hold on.
Havana is also my destination. Our ways lie together.
Natural allies, then.
You put me at ease, sir. To think I took you for a pirate when you first appeared.
Did you?
Yes. You have uncommon way of handling yourself. Quick and easy, if I may say. Gave me quite a fright. But all things considered, I think it's turned out to be a rather fortuitous day, hasn't it? Lacking a rowboat, I'm afraid we'll have to swim to my ship.
Hardly the worst thing to happen.
This is difficult. I should have taken the coat off.
I should have taken the coat off. Let's take the wheel.
Welcome aboard, Duncan. She's a modest schooner, but well suited to my purpose, trafficking cargo
Yo.
for my plantation and such.
She'll do fine. There's a strong wind now. Let's strike to full, shall we?
Yo, manning an actual ship.
There's a tug of the wind at my hair. I find a bracing comfort in the feel and smell of the ocean. The raw stink of possibility.
That's a top way of seeing it, mate.
Somebody's looking. Oh, snap!
We've really opened it up now, haven't we?
Welcome back. Welcome back, Sofa. Yo. Manning a ship is really hard work.
Those sailors were quite animated by the idea of pirates roaming these waters. Is it a real danger, do you suppose?
A possibility. But most pirates stalk the windward passage between Cuba and Hispaniola.
All right.
Oh, I see. Yes. That is a bustling strait.
Get the mains free!
But I shouldn't worry about being waylaid by pirates, truth be told. My ship is small, and I have nothing of immense value. Sugarcane and its yields, molasses, rum, that sort of thing.
There's not a pirate living who'd turn his back on a keg of rum.
Well, yes. Yes, I suppose that's true.
Last time I manned a pirate ship in a video game was on Sly Cooper 3, I think it was.
Reef in all tops! Sun's out! Let's get moving!
Oh. Beautiful.
You're a natural sailor, Duncan.
I did a decent trick at the helm some time ago. 2 years before the mast as a privateer.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure. How marvelous.
I've seen my share of strangeness, aye.
Fantastic work. Very promising. Easy now. There you go. Welcome back.
I was walking.
Well, your numbers look good. Now let's make sure we can break your brain, all right? I need you to move your head and look at these lights just here. Look up.
Yeah, I was running.
That's it. Down. So far, so good. Let's get you up. So, welcome to the Sample 17 project. Before you get started, you're gonna need this. There you go. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Look, the opposite thing she says. I forgot.
All right, let's take a walk. Your file says you've done some memory research before, but not to this extent, which is surprising. You're very good. The data streams are very stable.
Why did she scare you so far? What, because she's a fascinating
Impressive,
human being?
right? This building is barely 6 months old, but Abstergo Entertainment has been a studio for a few years, since 2010.
What are you scared of her about?
Maybe you saw Liberation? That was our first title powered by Animus Tech. That was just the tip of the iceberg. Soon, we'll be unveiling commercial Animus servers for the whole world to enjoy. They'll offer passive experiences, of course. Edited
I've never
versions
played
of real
Liberation.
history, but only the exciting parts. And we think we found the perfect subject for our
She
first
looks like she's a
full-length virtual
murderer.
feature. Caribbean
Nah,
pirate.
she
So that's
doesn't-
your gig.
She doesn't look like the murdering
It'll
type.
just take a minute, okay?
Otherwise, she wouldn't care really.
Well, thank you, Nancy. Bonne journée.
Especially when you're standing when I'm standing so next.
Magnifique. Merci.
They speak French as well.
This is for you. The primary tool of our trade. Your communicator. Power it up and give it a look. It's pretty slick.
She talks cool slang, I see.
You might have noticed that security seems a little lighter
An
around
iPad-
here. That's
a
because your
tablet.
communicator is your key to getting around.
The tablet. I mean, she gives me the death look. Too much to read. I just want to carry on. Too much to read. I mean, she doesn't look that realistic in a way. She doesn't even notice me in the front. Well,
See that flashing wireless signal? It means you're hooked up to the elevator. I'll let you do the honors. We're
Huh?
headed up to the Sample 17 studio, 2nd floor.
what button do I press? Oh, that is cool. So you use your tablet to control the elevator. That's interesting. Can be savage at
You ready?
times.
Let's go.
If it happened in real life.
Ah, there's the boss, Olivier Garneau, our CCO. I'll introduce you. Bonjour.
Salut Mélanie. Ça va bien?
Well,
Are they
thanks.
together?
Have you met our new hire? Just started today.
I haven't. Bonjour. What project?
Sample 17, the Kenway line.
Hayden, Connor...
Edward, the pirate.
Ah, yar, matey. Very exciting. Welcome aboard. Mélanie, can we talk in your office for a minute?
Just let me get this one settled and I'll see you in 5 minutes.
C'est bon. Nice to meet you.
Wait, he said.
So, this is
I'm
the Sample
confused,
17
wait.
floor. We're diving into the memories of one very
What?
generous donor.
He says, "Can I give you a
Desmond
minute?"
Miles.
I'm like,
we're pulling all
okay.
the best stuff from his DNA. And hopefully one day, we can forge some fantastic experiences from what we find in there.
The love stare.
This pair of legs is John, one of the wizards in IT. He's
Oh, I
just
thought he was
fixing
dead.
something For you.
Not fixing, calibrating.
I thought he was dead.
Calibrating, Right. So here we are. Your
Not
very own
fixing,
Animus
calibrating.
workstation. This is all yours, so sit back, relax,
No, he's alive.
and find
He's
us some
alive.
good footage. If you need any hints or tips, the Animus is
No,
loaded
he's
with
he's
tutorial
collabora-
programs, so you'll have no
he's
problems.
collaborating.
And I'll check in on you later. Happy pirating.
He is moving, barely. That's a. No, look.
Check mine 3 times between the parking garage and the desk.
He's moving. Look at his hand. Underneath the panel. He's definitely moving. Can you see it? The fudge? Yeah, like.
Welcome to Animus Omega, Abstergo Entertainment's proprietary
Nah, you
ancestral
didn't.
memory research tool. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about how to operate your Animus console, please contact your project supervisor, Melanie LeMay. You have been registered as part of the Sample 17 project. Your primary research target is Edward James Kenway, born March 10, 1693, Swansea, Wales. Calibrations complete. All signs normal. All systems optimal. Extra neurotransmitters activated.
No, have fun. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Sorry, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
Lively Havana. I've been here once before. It was a truly awful pleasure.
Havana, Cuba, July 1715.
See someone you know?
No, just putting on a friendly face. I shouldn't want to be mistaken for a pirate again.
Right. Flash rogue like yourself must be cautious.
Yeah. Mad to think Spain and England were at war 2 years ago, isn't it? Here I am, bartering with Spaniards like they were my cousins. Nothing wrong, Duncan?
No, it's nothing. Sand in my hampers. So where's the best squad in town? I'm dying for a quick kip. Or a siesta, should I say.
I'm just headed to a public house now to meet some merchants. I could show you the way.
Well, lead on.
Well, lead on.
I hope you'll tarry a bit while I conduct my meeting. It'd be a great relief to have a man of your stature nearby in case of misunderstanding.
I can hang about. I might have a drink.
Splendid. Drink.
But they don't take kindly to pirates here, do they? Wonder how many stolen reals bought these men this perch. Hola, ladies.
Hola, lady.
Women, do you?
No, they charge money for that kind of privilege. A few dozen reals for every hour of knowing. Keen to meet them.
No, goodness no, I'm a married man.
Married men are their forte, mate.
Prueben los frutos de nuestro generoso mar. ¿Y si le llevan una langosta a su esposa? Nunca he vendido pescado que no estuviera presto. Cangrejos, oiga.
Aha! Here's a purveyor of personal defenses. I should acquire a blade for myself, Duncan, just as you have.
This rusty razor's nothing to admire.
Even so, I appear a mere kitten walking so close upon you. Perhaps a small dagger would suit me. Let's see what he's selling.
Maybe I'll buy a sword too. We'll both jump rank.
Oh, we'll be quite the pair, you and I. Twin devils.
Lend us a few reals, then. I did save your skin.
Of course.
Cheers.
Of course.
That's a better fit for me. How do you fare?
I had only enough for a small knife, sadly. Still, it'll do in a pinch. Oh, Puffer-Duff. I've led us astray, Duncan.
Oh, no matter. I'll get us a better view. What are we looking for?
Tavern, sort of courtyard interior.
Ow. No. Sorry.
¿Qué podría haber provocado semejante agresión?
My goodness, you're an agile chap.
Every finger's a fishhook. That's how you tell a true sailor.
Yes, a fine way to put it.
I think I see the place. We're not far. Hang tight!
Oh, he's got me blind! God, what do I do? Oh, I can't breathe. I think my heart...
Stop or I'll break your knees when I catch you. You robbed the wrong man, mate. A fellow with dangerous friends.
Duncan! By Jove, you're alive!
Of course I am. That filch was no fuss.
Oh, yes. Ah! We've arrived.
Take your time, I'll be just here.
Fancy meeting a Welshman deep in Dago country. I'm English myself. Biding my time till the next war calls me to service.
Lucky King George, having a piss pot like you flying his flag.
Oi! Skulk! I've seen your face before. You's mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your fucking gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
Yo.
Hey, I warned him.
Basically, it's a style, because I love the Matrix so much. Like, to prove that. Just give me a sec. Where is it? That's the main... Wait a minute. That's the reason why. It's a style I like. Just to add some spice as well. Because I have nothing else to add onto my stream. There's nothing else I can add.
You want a dust up? I'll give you one. lads. I've seen bigger arms on a bird.
No. Oh. Oh. Yo, this assassin is very good.
More. Come on!
Oh. Broke his nose. Uh-oh. This guy got in the way.
I'll catch you up.
Perro inglés!
Oh snap, I'm in trouble. Smoke bomb. Smoke bomb. Use the 2 directional buttons to select the smoke bomb and then press the triangle button to use it. Smoke bombs incapacitate enemies for a few seconds, allowing you to escape or kill them easily. If you want to know my age, dude, I'm 28 years old. I haven't made a command for that yet. Ow! Oh, blasted! Ow! Yes, no, I do work, dude. I actually came from work today. No, you're not being rude. Don't worry. I am working. Not now, because I finished work about a few hours ago. So yes, I do work. But honestly speaking, I wish gaming was my work. Like this kind of thing I'm doing right now, I wish it was my work. I mean, it won't be easy. That's why I'm trying to make a living out of this. But the thing is, again, I've said this many times. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for followers. I'm just here to have a good time. Just to have a good time with the people around the world that I cross paths with. So like, if people like the game, that's what matters. If they don't like it, so what? I don't blame them. Even though I work in retail, but I would love this to be my job, honestly speaking. Oh, he ringed his neck. Oh, ow. Yeah, you're grinding hard, bro. Love heart. Keep grinding. You'll be on top one day. I do appreciate that, dude. I really do. Welcome back, Sofa. Oh, there we go. Ow! Oh no, I'm about to be dead. Oh, come on. Oh no, there's too many of them. Ah, desynchronized, meaning I'm dead. Yep, my first death. But it's fine, I'll just keep trying. Until I beat them all up. Ow! Oh! Oh! I love the combat. Ow! Bloody punk! Do not mess with an assassin. Oh, whoa! Ow! 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 Just like he's... Ah! Just the day! Come here! You have a wife or a girlfriend? No, I don't actually. I honestly don't. In my opinion, it's hard to get a relationship in this day and age. Dang it! Yeah, lonely, basically. Yo. Exactly. No, not throw money. I don't want to throw money. How do you... Ow! Flip them now. Oh! Ow, you blood bastard! Come here. They're missing out. Packing heat. Who's missing out? What you mean what do you mean they're missing out, if I may ask? Ah, yes, the day. It's almost like messing with the cops, but in another day and age of the pirate years. Oh, dang it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. The girls are missing out. No, definitely. And you're packing heat. No, definitely. Look, I'm not saying to force girls or anything. It's just, I'm not good at chatting. I'm not good at talking to them because I don't know how to chat up a girl. I'm like a shy guy, honestly speaking. Yeah. See you smoke bomb. Oh, I'm whipping ass now. There goes his hat. Oh, you got killed by an assassin that's a pirate. Wait, where am I going? Oh, flip. Sorry. My bad. Get out of my way. Gotta get out of here. Think like... Oh, sorry. My bad. Uh-oh. I must get out of here. Gotta find a haystack. Those are usually the best places to go for. My gosh, why are they using guns? Oh flip, where's the way out? Where's the way out? Where's the way out? Where's the way out? Whoa, left, no. They want me dead, don't they? Don't they? Ah! It's them! Sheeps. I'm such a bad pirate and assassin. There's so many cops behind me, yo. Wait, ladder. No, not that way, not that way. Up the ladder. There we go. No, wait. cartoon, you know. Sheepers. Come on. Come on, come on. Now let's seriously get out of here. Where's the haystack when you need one? Mission complete. Oh, that was hectic. That was hectic. Ow. Okay. Let's head to the next mission. Excuse me. Sorry, this is just my charger. Just running, just jogging, that's all, just doing exercise. Just doing some exercise. Sorry. Just doing some exercise. Okay, heading back to the ship. And my sugar. That's
Sorry about the swift exit. Bit of a misunderstanding.
One heaped upon another.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry, mate. This is my doing. I'm only trying to keep these Spanish eyes off me.
Oh, it's no bother. Regrettably, the soldiers confiscated my sugar when your dispatches.
Damn! And where've they gone?
Haven't the foggiest idea, I'm afraid. I suspect those chaps might, but my Spanish is muy mal dad, so I'd rather not ask.
Shit! Alright, come on, let's follow them and recover my maps.
And my sugar?
What, in my drawers? We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Eagle Vision allows you to spot interesting elements and highlights in animals and enemies in red and targets and objectives in gold. Press L3 button to use your Eagle Vision. Note that Eagle Vision cannot be used while running. It also, while using that feature, you could tag up to 10 enemies or animals by just looking at them. Once tagged, an enemy can be seen through walls even when you stop using Eagle Vision.
Try to keep quiet and stay out of sight.
Let's tail them. Like, walk slowly.
I believe I'm getting the hang of this.
Quiet!
I fear they're onto us.
Hang back.
Hang back.
Perhaps we should split up to confuse them.
It's the best idea you had today.
The best idea you had today. Certain actions are illegal that can trigger guards detection. They will attack you when an icon above them is full.
Buenos dias, senores. You're late.
Just walking.
See, we are very sorry. Our captain delayed us.
That was close.
This will be Captain Mendoza? Yes, sir. He's very excited to meet you. You must be present for a hanging, senor. Hanging? I love a good hanging. Yes, sir. Very nice.
Ah! What the? Okay, damn. Gotta tail the guards. Sorry. There they are. Yep, there they are.
love to. Especially if Captain Mendoza's pulling the trap. Man owes me money for the slaves I sold him.
Of course, sir. Captain Mendoza is happy to pay you. We have goods to sell, sugars and such.
Excellent.
I'm just a friend. That's all. Let me in, please. Ow! He pushes the other car. Okay. Ow! What? Oh no. Damn it. No. No. I didn't do anything. That guard pushed the other one into me, into him.
Yes, sir. He's very excited to meet
Okay.
you. Only he must be present for
Hire dancers to distract the guards.
Hanging. Oh, I love a good hanging.
I just need to go inside, you know. That's all.
Hear the bell, we may go.
Ow! Ow! Jesus. Oh, flip. I need to tell the guards. Oh, that was close.
I love to. Especially if Captain Mendoza's pulling the trap. Man owes me money for the slaves I sold him.
Of course, sir. Captain Mendoza is happy to pay you. We have goods to sell, sugars and such.
Excellent.
Sugars. I need the sugar for my tea and coffee, that's for one thing. No one takes my sugar. Talking for the game randomly. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Where's the guards going? They're the guards. They're the guards. They're the guards. Oh, snap! Yo, that was close. That was close.
The bell, senor.
Oh, flip.
The hanging will be started soon.
Let's not dilly-dally.
Yes, sir. We go.
Okay. That was close. Uh-oh. Okay, let's go walk amongst the crowd. Hey, you can steal. I didn't know you could do that. Hey, where are they going? Why are they running? These guys are not. These two are not up to good. Up to no good. Uh oh. Flip, 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 flip. No, 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 no. Oh, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Come on, guards, hurry up. Why are they running?
This way. This way.
These guys are up to no good. I may not be an assassin in real life, but I can learn to be one in the game. But not in real life either, but just for the game only. Oh, flip, 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 flip! Ah! Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Oh, there goes the camera. Man, I'm so bad at this. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Quick as anything, sir. Captain Mendoza needs only to hang the man, then he will deliver your payment.
That's not good.
I don't want the alleys, mind. I want goods. Things I can sell. Tobacco, rum, sugar.
See. We have much fine sugar. Grapes we took off a fat Englishman last night.
Uh-oh, someone's in trouble.
See, sugar from Barbados. Very fine. We hold it in the Castillo after the man started the fight last night. He ran, left his sugar behind. Very fine.
That's a start. Shall I accompany him to the Castillo?
No, sir. Captain Mendoza will have it sent to you, I believe. You will see.
Good lord. Is that big brute your Captain Mendoza?
No, sir. He is El Tiburon. El Tiburon, Governor Torres' man.
We have to tell them again? Wait, where's the captain? There's the captain.
Doy besos por una de oro, pero por plata hago mucho más.
Flip me, George. That is a lot of locations. I thought it was just this. I thought it was just this location. Because if I recall, there was a thing about 70 locations. Thank you, gentlemen. Oh, jeepers! I got a fright. Oh, jeez, man. I'm just a friendly neighbor, your friendly neighborhood assassin pirate. Look at all this look at this mess you're creating. They brought this on themselves. Ow! Someone's sword got stuck. Okay, let's get the captain's key. Wrong person. Okay, I got the key. Not the best time, but it's fine. Oh, snap! Snap! Ah! Jeez, I didn't think the enemy would do that. Whoa! Yo! That was hectic. Now that is what you call combat. I love it. Oh! There's too many damn guards! No, you don't! I'm a pirate assassin. I have over 100 friend requests and I haven't accepted one. What, from PSN? PlayStation Network? Or on Twitch? I mean, maybe they want to be your friend. I mean, I'm not saying you must accept them or anything. You never know who they could be. Again, I don't blame you, Sofa. I don't blame you.
Alto!
I'm not getting out of here until I unlock the man. Remember what? Sofa? Oh yes, of course. Sorry, my bad, dude. I forgot. You did. No, I'm not saying I forgot. I just wasn't sure what you meant by remember. Like, I do recall you did say you have social anxiety, which I don't blame you. I mean, and it's only best to be with people that you know, like me. I'm not saying I'm your only friend. I'm just saying, like, because you know me well from playing and streaming and whatnot. Okay, let's get up. Yeah. That's the sugar. Wait. I bet this is not going to end well. Whee! Steed Bonnet is not going to like this. Well, I don't know.
Sorry about the sugar. I've only one pair of hands.
Oh, it's no great loss. I've got plenty of cargo here to make a profit on my trip.
Will you stay here long?
For a few weeks, yes. Then back to Barbados, to the tedium of domesticity.
Don't settle for tedium. Sail for Nassau. Live life as you see fit.
Haven't I heard that Nassau is crawling with pirates? Seems a very tawdry place.
Not tawdry, liberated.
Oh, God. That would be an adventure. But no, I'm a husband and a father. I have responsibilities. Life can't be all pleasure and distraction, Duncan.
Hey, our bonnet. The name's Edward, in truth. Duncan's only a handle.
Secret name for your secret meeting with the governor.
Well...
The governor, right. I think I've kept him waiting long enough.
Mission complete. Optional objectives. I'll give it a like. What am I doing? Can't just throw money just like that? In the game, of course. I know. Waste of money.
¿Está bien?
How does this work?
Si me la pides así.
Oh, I see.
Stay here.
Vamos, aproveche esta oportunidad. Tendremos que seguir un tiempo con
Are these cops or these people arguing over who should buy the best vegetable or what?
Clavija fresca de esta mañana. Altejas, mejillones.
What is it, Surfer? You sound shocked. I mean, you look shocked, sorry. What, the cops? The bad ones? The old school cops? The ones in red? Oh yes, of course. And you bully them back. Yeah. Oh, dang it. Mr. Walpole, I presume.
Buenos dias. Mr. Duncan Walpole of England to see the governor. I believe he is expecting me.
Sí, señor Walpole. Entre, por favor.
I didn't understand a word, but I think that means I'm granted entry. Hold on. Just drink my water.
¿Ese es el hombre? ¿Cómo lo llamabas? ¿Asesino?
Sí, Duncan Walpole. Debería haber llegado hace muchos días.
No me gusta que los extranjeros se paseen por nuestra ciudad. No me fío de ellos.
Cállate. El gobernador tiene invitados. Todos franceses e ingleses.
Parece un hombre rudo. Le suponía un aspecto más respetable.
Lleva meses en alta mar. Sé indulgente con él.
Dated.
Good morning, sir. Would I be correct in thinking you are...
I am indeed.
I thought as much. Woods Rogers. A pleasure.
The same.
I must say, my wife has a terrible eye for description.
I'm sorry.
My wife. You met her some years ago at the Percy's Masquerade Ball.
Ah.
Yes, of course.
Quite. She called you devilishly handsome. Obviously a lie to stoke my jealousy. Julianne, our guest of honor has arrived, Mr. Duncan Walpole.
Ah.
Oh dear.
Julien Ducasse. I hope your conversion to our order is an honest one. I have no love for assassins, but even less for liars.
Oh shit.
I have not come to disappoint.
Up for a bit of sport, Duncan?
Why not?
The old man isn't ready just yet.
Yo.
You've got my 2 best pairs of matched pistols, Duncan, so handle them with care.
If I had 8, I'd treat each as my own son.
Pull off a few shots if you like. Get a feel for it.
I once fought beside a man who carried 9 on his person. They were a boon in battle, but hindered his ability to swim, sadly.
Quite. A good kick, yes?
I long for the day when one firearm carries 4 bullets, and not the opposite.
I have a friend in England you may like to meet, Julian. James Puckle. He's working on something extraordinary.
Magnifique.
Yo, I'm not that fast with these pistols.
All right. Here's a simple challenge. Try to strike every target before this hourglass empties. Remember, hit every target within the allotted time. Ah, bad luck. Try again.
Sure.
Duncan, where are your wrist blades?
Oh,
I've never
shit.
seen an assassin so ill-equipped.
Ah, damaged sadly beyond all repair.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Shit.
Have your choice.
Where did you find all these?
I did not find them. I took them.
Oh.
These are souvenirs.
They are souvenirs. Hmm. Now I've got hidden blades.
This is the custom, eh?
Custom, aye.
Duncan, will you indulge us with a demonstration of your techniques?
Well,
We must. We put together a training course in anticipation of your arrival. It would be a shame to leave here without seeing you in action.
yes, of course. Well, I mean, if there is time, I would gladly, show you what I know.
Here. You see, situations well suited to your skills.
Have a go. A blade in a crowd is always the simplest. Nothing grandiose, just quick and clean.
Show us another technique.
Quite ingenious to use bales of hay for cover, don't you think? God, that's the spirit. Secrecy. The advantage of surprise cannot be overstated, isn't that so? Especially around a blind corner. God blind me, that's a clever trick.
Your aerial kills have a poetic beauty, despite their conspicuous quality. Would you show us?
Would you show us?
Magnifique.
Magnifique.
Is it also possible to deliver a killing blow at high speed? Mon Dieu, such a powerful strike!
Fascinating.
The assassins have trained you well, Duncan. You chose a perfect time to leave them behind.
At great risk, I imagine. Betraying the assassins is never good for one's health.
Well, neither is drinking liquor, but I am drawn to its dangers all the same. And what is your business here, sir? Are you an associate of the governor's, or a pending acquaintance like myself?
Guns, blades, cannons, grenados. Anything that may kill a man, I am happy to provide.
A smuggler of sorts.
And how is your wife these days, Captain Rogers? Is she, here, in Havana?
I trust she's well, but I wouldn't know. I've been in Madagascar some 14 months hunting pirates. It took some work to dislodge the criminals there, but we managed it. In future, I hope to use these same tactics throughout the West Indies.
And how did you deal with that kind?
Very simply. Most pirates are as ignorant as apes. I merely offered them a choice. Take a pardon and return to England penniless, but free men, or be hanged by the neck until dead.
Oh. I imagine Nassau would be your next target.
Very astute, Duncan, indeed.
Best of luck with that.
Grandmaster Torrance! Mr. Duncan Walpole has arrived.
Oh shit, but
See,
this ain't good.
you were expected 1 week ago.
Apologies, Governor. My ship was set upon by pirates. We were scuttled. I arrived only yesterday.
Unfortunate. Forgive my caution, but were you able to salvage from these pirates the items you promised me?
Oh shit.
Yes, sir. I was.
Increíble. The assassins have more resources than I had imagined, but not nearly enough to deter us. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, Duncan. You are most welcome. Come, gentlemen. We have much to discuss.
Here, I thought I was in trouble. But Edward knows what he's talking about, luckily.
Convened at last, and in such continental company. England, France, Spain, citizens of sad and corrupted empires. But you are Templars now, the secret and true legislators of the world. Please, hold out your hands. Mark and remember our purpose. To guide all wayward souls till they've reached a quiet road. To guide all wayward desire till impassioned hearts are cool. To guide all wayward minds to safe and sober thought. By the Father of Understanding's light, let our work now begin. Decades ago, the Council entrusted me with the task of locating in these West Indies a forgotten place our precursors once called the Observatory. See here. Look up on these images and commit them to memory. They tell a very old and important story. For 2 decades now, I have endeavored to locate this observatory, a place rumored to contain a tool of incredible utility and power. It houses a kind of armillary sphere, if you like. A device that would grant us the power to locate and monitor every man and woman on Earth, whatever their location. Only imagine what it would mean to have such a power. With this device, there would be no secrets among men, no lies, no trickery. Only justice, pure justice. This is the Observatory's promise, and we must take it for our own.
Do we know its whereabouts?
We will soon. For in our custody is the one man who does, a man named Roberts, once called a sage.
It has been 45 years since anyone has seen a true sage. Can you be sure this one is authentic?
Hold on a sec, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. Excuse me.
Confident he is.
The assassins will come for him.
Indeed they will. But thanks to Duncan and the information he has delivered, the assassins won't be a problem for much longer. All will be made clear tomorrow, gentlemen, when you meet the sage for yourselves. Until then, let us drink. Let us find the observatory together. For with its power, kings will fall, clergy will cower, and the hearts and minds of the world will be ours. Rest well, Duncan. Tomorrow the treasure fleet arrives, and with it, your reward. After which we will discuss further schemes.
I look forward to it.
Excelente. Meet me down at the docks first thing tomorrow morning.
Governor Torres requests your presence at the docks near the Castillo. First thing tomorrow morning.
First thing tomorrow morning. Ah! Sheepess! You won't get far. Oh no, wrong person! I just can't believe I killed the wrong person. Nothing to see here. Sorry, dear lad. I can't keep you from shouting like a madman. I'm an assassin, not a pirate. Okay, used to be a pirate in the game. Sorry.
Good morning, Duncan. Just over here.
Oh no!
I found a man to purchase my remaining sugar! Quite a coup, I must say.
He just called you Edward.
Edward.
Oh, that's the merchant who sailed me here. Out of caution, I gave him a false name.
Ah, well done.
We'll catch up on it later.
Very punctual, Duncan. This way.
That was close.
Here he is. A man both Templars and assassins have sought for over a decade. I am told your surname is Roberts. Is this so?
Oh boy.
You recognize this, I think.
According to old tales, the blood of a sage is required to enter the observatory.
We have the key. Now we need only its location. Perhaps Mr. Roberts will be able to provide it. Transfer him to my residence.
Such a fuss over one man. Is the observatory really such a grand prize?
See, sin duda. The observatory was a tool built by the precursor race. Its worth is without measure.
Precursor race? I see.
One of your early letters mentioned a desire to kill the Mayan mentor, Atabay. Were you able to carry out this contract before coming here?
I was not, no. Too many complications along the way.
A pity. But the maps you delivered with the blood vial will see that job finished.
Aye.
Oopsie.
That's the idea.
I don't like this route, Torres. We're exposed. Something is wrong. Stay close, Grandmaster.
I feel it too. Do not let them get their hands on the sage, at whatever cost.
Assassins! Above! They're on the rooftops!
This is nothing personal.
Watch the street and alleys. They could be anywhere.
Merely, this is just for a disguised reason.
Assassins! Above! They're on the rooftops!
Watch the streets and alleys. They could be anywhere.
Yo soy una amenaza. Yo no tengo nada que ver.
Oh.
Che fai? E qui capelli in canna.
You're a nimble one, I'll give you that. Hang back and make this easy on both of us, mate. Stop, or I'll kneecap you!
Well done, lapdog.
Quiet.
We'll see him to the prisons, Grand Master.
Double the watch.
Well, I'll be buggered. What an active day we've had, gents.
Let's see. Beset on all sides by our enemies. We must be more cautious.
I do wish I could remain to see our drama done, but I must avail myself of these winds and sail Britain.
By all means, Captain, speed and fortune to you.
With luck, I'll return myself a governor. And with my idiot king's blessing, no less. Adios.
Adios.
For you, Mr. Walpole, I consider this the first payment in a long-term investment. Gracias.
Obliged.
I would like you to be present for the interrogation tomorrow. Call around noon.
Yes, sir.
What a payment. I'll give it a like. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Come, let's have a toast.
God sink me for this pittance. 1,000 reals for those maps. That's what? £100 at most. How's a man supposed to become rich in these times with a miser like Torres running the world?
Have you ever worked on a plantation before?
You know what I'm thinking? I'd like to see this observatory the governor's going on about. He said it were like a device that could follow people around and show where they were.
A ludicrous idea. Imagine my wife with such an advantage over me.
Imagine what a thing like that'd be worth. Sell that to the right person, and I'd be the richest pirate. Privateer in the West Indies. I'll catch you up on it. There's a sage in that house I must speak to in private.
This is similar to Sly Raccoon.
¡Objetivo a la vista!
I'm in trouble.
Basta ya!
Oh shit.
What is your true name, rogue?
It's, Captain Pissoff.
Pauvre paysan. Where is the sage? Did you set him free?
I had nothing to do with that. Much as I wish I did.
Take him to the ports. Send him to Sevilla with the treasure plate.
I'm in trouble.
Oh, wait now! I delivered your treasures, didn't I?
You did, yes. But you robbed us of Duncan Waldo.
Yeah, he nearly killed me in the beginning. I enjoyed every moment of it.
A despicable display. This tosspot is a ruined man, Caroline. Unfit for life on land, much less at sea. If he goes to the West Indies, it's you who'll suffer.
Father! Father! Come, love. Up with you now.
That old muckworm! He's wrong about me!
I hope it's so.
You believe me, don't you? Can you not see me? Standing out there on the deck of a ship that's sliding into port. And there I am, a man of quality. With 1,000 doubloons spilling from my pockets. Like drops of rain. I can see it.
La cena. Cómetela rápido.
You hungry? Now what's your plan, mate?
Find the weapon and steal a ship.
Que Dios nos ayude. No me gusta la pinta de esa tormenta que se acerca.
Parece que se está desviando al oeste, hacia el Golfo. Quizá estemos a salvo.
Welcome back, Sofa.
Soldier!
Unlucky lads. Christ, the seas are uneasy today.
Hurricane coming!
Hurricane? Jesus.
I'm so bored. Well, the ship is made of wood.
We're stealing a brig. Hey, take what you need.
Won't be a minute.
There's many prisoners held on these ships. Set them free, and they'll sail with us, no question.
I mean, you're welcome to watch.
So that's the idea, then. Free what men we can, then find a fast ship to flee.
Aye, there's a brig in this fleet. I'll make my way to it.
What, the joke that I made? The joke about the pirate ships are made of wood. Oh, cool. I'm glad you liked it.
¿Qué ha pasado aquí?
Even though I'm playing video games, I'm getting bored and tired. Maybe get some rest, Sofa, if you want to. I'm not stopping you. Oh, I see. Oh no! Not again! You brought this upon yourselves! Jeez. Combat. I love it. Knocked him off the ship. The prisoners.
There's a catch to this favor. You're sailing with me.
I'd follow you to hell for this, mate.
Cool. They all jump off. They all abandon ship. There's still one more enemy. Bye-bye. Never mind. What's wrong, Sophie? You sound shocked. Or not shocked. Well, not shocked, but there's another word for it. Like, you seem like you seen a ghost or something.
¿Qué nos está retrasando? Ya deberíamos haber hecho la mitad de la ruta a las Bermudas.
Oro, plata, jade, tabaco, lo que se te ocurra.
¿Y agua qué? ¿Con comida?
I wonder.
Mi estómago.
Whee!
Eso, quiero hablar. Acabaré contigo
Dumb pirates. I don't know. I don't really know what to do. What do you have in mind? Oh dear.
Come on, lads. If we're to drown today, it won't be here.
Oh! I could do a double takedown? I didn't know that. What do you think of my skill? What do you think of my skills, Sofa? Thanks. I was gonna ask, like, what do you think of my, assassination skills?
Preparaos para partir. Casi tenemos encima la tormenta. ¿Qué pasa con
Both of them. Ooh, that felt good. Thanks. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I thought Hitman could only do that. Oh, I'm just taking a dead body, already paying his funeral. So there we go. Oh dear. People are bunny. Ow!
No podrás despistarnos.
I love it. I love this combat. Okay, let's free the prisoners.
There's a brig nearby just waiting for us to take her.
Okay, let's head to the final pirate ship. I think it's called the pirate ship. Whee! Oh, damn it! Fell off. I slipped. Jeez. Came to crash the party, boys. Oof, double sword kill. As in one kill with two swords.
¡Alto!
¡Alto! ¡Colgaremos esta noche!
Oh. You won't catch me from up here. Oh, that's a long way down. I can't assassinate from up here. Oh no! Oh, that was a terrible jump. Now the game glitched. Now the system's glitched. That was terrible. Hold on a sec. Beat you guys in a sec. I'm just replying to this mail. I mean, not mail. Ow! Son of a... think I'm on the wrong ship.
Cuidado con tierras y caras. ¡Vuelve aquí! ¡Lo he encontrado! ¡Ya está bien!
Yo.
Tengo encañonado.
Amigo mío, te tengo encañonado.
Podría darle entrenón, está a tiro.
Yo, pirate ship is very big.
Para abrir fuego.
Tengo línea de tiro.
Enemigo a tiro.
Para abrir fuego. Puedo abatirlo. Amigo mío, te tengo encañonado.
Tengo la vista.
Man, they don't want to fall off the balcony. Why won't he die? He won't die. Damn it. Oh. Oh, you must face him forwards. That's why. Let's free the pirates. I mean the prisoners. Wait, where are they?
Voy a ir a lo más alto. Esto es una locura.
No te muevas. Ni lo intentes, basura. Vuelve aquí ahora. Deja de retorcerte, pirata. ¿Me entiendes? No te muevas.
Okay, that I didn't know you could do. That is cool. Free prisoners.
We're going topside. Be ready.
Ow! Fudge it.
Lay aboard, lads!
Save your singing for Davy Jones, you jagabats! It's a hard wind coming!
The man speaks true. You lot weigh anchor. As for the rest, half on the foremast and half at the main. Let's outrun this hurricane.
Yo.
Watch on those galleons. See they don't give us trouble.
They won't. Far too slow for this weather.
That'll wipe them out! On your mark, come Weakest right there, come
Mark any orders you think wise, mate. We're up against it here.
These men know their place. They'll see us home.
Ready to fire, sir! Right through there! Almost ready! Drink! More enemy sail, sir!
Back off, sir! The heavy sun will crush us!
Gotta stop!
Oh.
Jesus!
That was pretty hectic, honestly.
Keep watch on those galleons. See they don't give us trouble.
They won't.
Fire! Bark any orders you think wise, mate. We're up against it here.
These men know their place. They'll see us home. Look out, man!
I see it.
Rogue waves. Rogue waves can be devastating for your ship. Face them up front to get no damage. If you fail to face them, hold square to brace yourself and reduce damage.
Take some damage here! Fire! Reload! Won't miss next time.
Yo, this is hectic. We gotta head for that position.
Steer clear of that thing!
Whoa! Oh, flip!
Another hit and we're to Davy, Captain!
Water spout, man! Stay away!
It's not looking good.
Steady as you go, man!
Oh no! It's not easy manning a pirate ship. At least we're not in those times. But I can learn how to be a pirate. In the game, not in real life.
Keep watch on those galleons. See they don't give us trouble. We're up.
Take the shots up!
Down to planks! We're ready, sir!
Down to the drink!
Loose all, let's move!
Here it comes! Steady, lads!
Yo.
Nasty weather for you, Captain. Look out, man!
I see it.
That's a nasty looking wave. see the hurricane.
Steer clear of that thing!
This is such a real adventure. Learning how to be a pirate and an assassin at the same time.
Man, stay away!
It's not looking good.
Steady as she goes, man.
Ow, ow, ow.
Another Richard will fire the cap.
Buddy hurricane.
Rogue waves to starboard!
The ship can take more of damage. We did it. Amazing to captain a pirate ship big as this.
Should be nearby, Captain.
Whew. That was hectic. The Oasis.
By God, we pulled this one straight from the teeth of Neptune. I'm Edward. Much thanks for your aid back then.
Adewale.
Adewale.
Ever been to Nassau, Adewale?
Not yet.
By God, she took some knocks, didn't she? I think I'll keep her.
All hands aft, lads. We're taking this one home.
Aw. I enjoyed every moment. Good while it lasted.
I've made my choice, Adam. I'm calling her the Jackdaw.
Jackdaw.
A sly bird I loved as a child back in Swansea.
A dark little creature, no?
Did it rub you wrong when I took this brig as mine own?
It was the sort of rub I have learned to enjoy, sailing among faces of such fairness.
It's true. Most of these men wouldn't accept you as a captain. So what fair role would complement such unfairness?
I'll be your quartermaster. Nothing less.
All right. And as quartermaster, have you any immediate counsel for this Tyro captain?
Rest and repast would do us good before Nassau. Water for drinking. Hunting for food and repairs.
Well reasoned, sir. Hunting, it shall be. We'll find a decent place to drop anchor. I spied a few items in the hold earlier. Powder and a few pistols. Think I'll fashion a second holster if I can.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about the condition of the ship?
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning, and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaped like tinder, and one with a slow match, still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife. Fit to explode at the touch of a spark.
We'll stow ours good and proper.
As for the cannons, they might as well be tossed. Clogs touch holes in need of scraping, corrosion on the bodies, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so rotten, use them for knitting yarn. The short of it is, good equipment kept in fine condition. But we cannot win every battle with snares and shout. Don't worry about your own armament when it suits you. But don't forget about your jackdaws.
No, indeed. We'll make it a point to keep this ship and its crew in fine condition.
Oh. That was pretty hectic.
I spied a few items in the hold earlier. Powder and a few pistols. Think I'll fashion a second holster if I can.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about the condition of the ship?
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning, and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaped like tinder, and one with a slow match, still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife. Fit to explode at the touch of a spark.
We'll stow ours good and proper.
As for the cannons, they might as well be tossed. Clogs touch holes in need of scraping, corrosion on the bodies, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so rotted, I could use them for knitting yarn. The short of it is, we need good equipment kept in fine condition. But we cannot win every battle with snares and shout. So worry about your own armament when it suits you. But don't forget about your jackdaws.
No, indeed. We'll make it a point to keep this ship and its crew in fine condition.
40 fathoms or more below, boys. 40 fathoms or more below. Oh, way high and up she rises.
Wrecks of either here, sir.
Way high and the blocks is different sizes. Oh, one more pull, don't you hear the native bawling? One more pull, that's the end of our hauling. Sally Brown, she's the gal for me, boys.
Clifford, steer off that gun.
Sally Brown, she's the gal.
Douse the royals, top! 4! Haul up all but mains! Ease off the wind! Haul in all sail!
Haul hearty, lads! Furl those mains!
know there was hunting. That's terrible. Nah, I'm good. What the hell is going on with my ship? There's gotta be something else I can do. It must be done, as long as I don't have to do it again. Sorry. Why couldn't they make this a side mission?
This is more like it.
Treasure maps. about to get nighttime and I can't see. Oh, I don't like doing that. I really don't like that. Shame. I really don't like doing that. I know they must keep alive. What's this? Peter Beckford the Elder. Of my employer, I must say something for what was owing to his connections that I came to find such troubled dealings. Peter Beckford was a man of great charisma and pride. In 1662, he had come to Jamaica and in just 10 years had fast procured himself a sizable portion of land where he sold with Khan as early as he was able. Oh, there's more to it. Upon my coming into his orbit, I claimed all about him, one of the largest private holdings of land in all of the world, rivaling only kings and emperors for his largesse, I don't know. The same surplus applied to the number of slaves in his employee. Whereas he had arrived in Jamaica with a complement of 3, he now owned the better part of the 300. A shrewd and relentless man of business, Mr. Beckford was known as also be a subservient to a temper of cyclone-like power, wrath and fury and enmity, if I said that right, were his primary means of settling arguments that could not be concluded in Mr. Beckford's intimate favor. He was, however, always kind to me, as gracious as a man as only he could hope an employer to be, but this I put down to my status in his eyes. He was a traditional man with respect for rank and breeding. In earlier times, he had been the governor de facto of the island, and though a statesman no longer upon my arrival, he still bore all the sins of a man who felt in his natural duty to lead. Further, his political connections he valued as deeply as his sugar and the money it brought him. And it was in this capacity, following the arrival of a Spanish soldier, that I met the man who would change my life for the worse, or forever, a young man named Loreno Torres. Interesting letter. Sorry guys, just give me 1 sec. I'm not trying to sound like a noob or anything, but what the hell is an iguana? Well, having to do research. Iguana. Oh, it's a lizard. Oh. Oh shit, but there they are. I don't like doing this. Sorry. I will never do that again. Even though I have to do one more. I thought iguanas were harmless. I'm sorry. Don't worry, I won't kill you again.
Ahoy, Captain. Find what you need.
My needs and wants are oceans apart, mate. But I did fashion myself a new holster. All I need now is a pistol to lie in it.
Yeah. Taken from the holes, just as you said.
Little more than a blowpipe. But they'll do. So, are we rested? Or should we idle a while longer?
Best way anchor. I think the crew is itching to reach civilization.
You'll find no civilization in Nassau. But it's a fine place to be merry all the same.
I have to dislike that one.
Mains out, let's go! I'll leave nothing in the hole.
Crowd on every inch of sail! We ride the wind, for all she's worth! Our force...
Wow. That was a massive glitch. Wait, where am I going?
Tumble up! Do you hear the news? With trouble blowing in! Schooner by the rigging! Spanish ensigns! That's the lone ship, Cap! Look, Captain, the whole place shot down! Fire! Ready to fire! Ruffles and board us, sir! Fire! If it's all exposed, take the shots, sir!
Ready to fire, sir!
We are going to hit them! As much sail as you can! Aloft, lads! Check those royals!
Hey, boys! Out, just hear the old man say, goodbye, farewell, goodbye, farewell. Out, just hear the old man say, goodbye, farewell. We're sailing straight for land, sir!
Ah, shit it! My bad.
Down they go! Down to planks!
Down! Take a shot, right there, sir!
Roll the dog! Ready, sir! Larboard! Loot floating by here, Captain.
Oh, you young sailormen, listen to me, I say.
Stunts out! Let's get moving! Hey! Who's talking? Every last grab of duck on the way! Mainmast, bring it!
Where's...
Race!
Where am I to go? Where am I to go? I roll and go. Where am
Ready to fire, sir? We're ready, sir!
I don't know where...
Larboard, Captain! Looks like booty! Tops! Gallants! Royals! Studs!
There we go.
Go on, Captain Queernabs. Tell me I'm under arrest. Tell me!
Yo.
Them your breads.
Fly away, boyo! Back to your master!
Aye. We was privateers together before the wars ended. I'll see you ashore.
Okay. Hi. Hi. Sorry, I wasn't chatting. No, don't. Sofa, don't worry. Not at all. As long as you had fun. How was Black Ops 3 treating you? Remember, you're not been forced to chat or anything. It's good you had a good. It's good that you're having fun.
By God, you're a sight for salty eyes. Come you in and have a drink.
Morning, all.
I can wait. Who's this?
Adewale, the Jackdaw's quartermaster.
Jackdaw. You named your brig after a poxy bird.
Ade, these lads are the better part of our growing confederacy here. Ed Thatch, Ben Hornigold, James Kidd.
You let him carry a pistol, do you?
Peace, Ben. Ade saved my life. And now we're looking to find a crew to fill out the rest of my ship.
Well, there's scores of capable men about. But use caution. A shipload of the King's sailors showed up before night.
I got new stuff, and I also got a new weapon. What did you get though, Sofa? But it was a wrench. I'm sure the wrench is rare. I'm sure the damage is pretty nifty.
Causing trouble and knocking about like the enemy place.
Right. I'll see who I can muster.
Aye, Sofa, yes. The katana is a very dangerous blade indeed. You can slaughter your enemies in one solid slice. Sorry, this is what happens when you speak almost like pirate talk, almost. This is how a pirate feels when the bottle's empty. Suppose it's gonna be night to noon soon. As in night noon, I mean like it's nearly 12 o'clock. Not now, only time will tell later. Jackdaw's crew. This meter indicates your crew's strength. Crew is essential resource that allows you to plunder ships. Bigger ships require more crew to board. There are two key ways to recruit crew. You can hire people in tavern, or you can help pirates in trouble.
Send any men you find to the Jackdaw. Put them to work.
Cheers, Ade.
He was stuck there for a moment. What is it, Sofa? Everything okay? I realized that I have 1,100 Call of Duty points. Well, I mean, Spend it wisely, if I may suggest.
Only my cold, dead corpo will ever come with you, cazzo. Then strike.
Oh. Rare crate spending spree time. Okay. It is your coins, Malado.
He's dead. Mother of mercy.
Yeah, I murdered them because they were giving pirates trouble. I may be an assassin, but I'm a pirate type.
Vice Admiral of the narrow seas himself. Himself's asleep.
I am chasing music, literally. How does one chase music? Baby, let go. Nice. What sword did you get?
Fighting. Which way? Down.
Oh, I've got that sword. I don't use many weapons, but it looks very nice. Very dead. I think it looks like a deadly sword. Oh. Cheats allow you to replay missions with interesting modifiers. Keep in mind that progression saving is then turned off. To activate a cheat, open the pause menu, go into Abstergo Challenges section and select the cheats option from that list. Didn't know cheat codes were in the game, officially.
You are a known pirate, and justice will be done.
I may tear you through the rim, but I'm no road gentleman, I do swear.
Jeez.
Pull me from the deep there, Captain. Jack thanks you hardy.
Jack thanks you hardy. Ding. Sorry.
One way or more.
Grazie. My thanks. I'm your man now, Capitano.
I am your man now, Capitano. I hope he doesn't mean in bed. No, I'm kidding. I think I'm going the wrong way.
Stop that black!
I'm a misuse using the katana. I'm sure you can use two primary weapons. Isn't the katana a melee weapon? I'm sure it's a. But do you have the overkill? There's a wild card that lets you use two melee weapons. I'm sure of it. So you can use the katana and the fury song. I'm sure of it. That means you'll have two swords as weapons.
I can get him from here! Got him back! I can get him from here! Hey, you doing got a good line!
Where'd he go? Ow! Yo, that burns. Ah!
You can't escape that! I've got a shot!
Wait, it takes your primary? No, you can have two primaries. I'm sure of it. You can have. Go to your. Okay, when you go to your loadout, there should be a section in Black Ops 3 called the wild cards at the bottom. Any loadout, it's secondary. No, but I'm sure you can use two primary weapons. I've done it already. I'm using an assault rifle and a submachine gun in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So I'm pretty sure you can use two swords. Then again, I'm sure of it. Wait, hold on. Can you use two swords in Call of Duty Black Ops 3? Just give me 1 second. Look for the overkill. Okay, the sword is a secondary. Ah, now here's the clever bit. Look for underkill. Look for the underkill perk. Secondary Gunfighter is a wildcard in Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and Black Ops 3. It allows players to equip two attachments to their second. Oh no, that's. Sorry, wrong one. Can you have two secondaries? Okay, try and look for the perk called second. No man, underkill. Look for that one.
Send any men you find to the jungle. Put them to work.
Cheers, Addy.
I'll not be warning you again. I'll not be warning you again.
Red Long Ben himself, I heard tell. You have the wrong man. Why do you hunt me? Captain Kenway, just in time. I'll see you back.
Okay, when you equip the do you have it? So equip underkill, and then select 2 secondary weapons. I'm sure you can do that. Wait, do you still have any? Actually, better yet, did you unlock more? Did you unlock more slots for your loadouts? Because you can have like a max about 10 loadouts sections and have six each. That's what I did.
Think you're the first to try and abscond when duty calls. I may pair rough from the rim, but I've no road jumps that I do swear.
Jeez.
Pull me from the deep there, Captain. Jack thanks you hearty.
I guess I'm gonna keep Fury's song. It's up to you. I mean, I won't stop you on that. Now I need to recruit one more pirate. Well, oh flip! Ow! I can use it in another class. Yeah, exactly, in another class. Ow! Oh! Trust me, get caught in the middle of. Ow! Flippin' bastard! Sure. This is why I turned the blood off. I'm sorry, I just don't like. It's not fun seeing blood. If there has to be blood, then so be it. Like if the option can't be turned off. Son of a bitch! Excuse my language. Oh, they're gonna pay now. They're really gonna pay. Yo, they're really gonna pay for that. I'm trying to save you all. Don't be feared by me because I'm an assassin pirate. The hanging. What's wrong, Sofa? Unless, are you crying with laughter or crying because of the two loadouts? I don't blame you. Don't worry. Sorry. I wish I could use 3 weapons. You're two gonna pay! Oh! That was new. I didn't know I could do that. Cute little kitty. Oh, look at the kitty.
Captain Kenway, come fast. This looks like Captain Iron Iron.
There's the blood of many innocents on his hands. Told you.
No, you don't. Oh.
Attack from all sides now.
Your men are no match against me, boy. Oh. Yo, this guy's good. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Oh. Oh. I thought I had him in my grasp. Give me a second. Parents, one of my videos on TikTok is doing pretty well.
Get away! You're going nowhere!
Someone's trying to help me. And then she runs away. But she was helping me, which is good.
Please, God, let me be.
Man, this game's amazing.
Captain Kenway, come fast.
There's the blood of many innocents on his hands. His Majesty's honorable representative.
Hey, hold on.
Oh. Let's go save this pirate. Ay caramba. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. There we go.
Now you'll want to sail somewhere rich with plunder.
Have you heard of a place called the Observatory?
Aye. It's an old legend, like El Dorado or the Fountain of Youth.
What have you heard?
It's meant to be a temple or a tomb, hiding a treasure of some kind.
That's it. See here.
Oh, rot. It's fairy stories you prefer to gold, is it?
It's worth more than gold, Thatch. 10,000 times above what we could pull off any Spanish ship.
Robbing the king to pay his porpoise is how we earn our keep here, lad. It ain't a fortune. It's a fantasy.
Okay, I didn't know I could do that. But that felt good. Yo, quite a bit of parkour there.
Morning, Kenway. Not a bad-looking tinderbox you got there.
You sound a bit green, Horny Gold. Is it envy? Is mine bigger than yours?
No, I reckon it's this Jamaican funk. I prefer the Spanish stuff. So, you've got yourself a fancy brig now. Fine. Well, I'm gonna teach you how to sail right. And how to take a prize the proper way. Thatch, we'll catch you up at the old fishing village. Aye? Where's your helmsman, Kenway?
I take pride in piloting my own ships, Ben. Keeps me alert.
Let's make some headway, shall we?
There's a prize worth taking.
Good. Take us in close. After you subdue a prize, project authority. Demand.
Yo, that's the center.
Expect that you would never give yourself. This weaves a spell over soft minds. For your victims must always have in the back of their minds the uneasy idea that you could snap at any moment and unseam them from prick to stern.
I know he's grey with a silver spade.
All hearty, lads! Furl those men!
Loose main sails! I know he's grey
Loose
with
tops
a
and
silver spade. Aha! Get along!
Not good enough! Fire what cannons you will, and land a few strikes if you must. But for God's sake, don't sink it. It's no fun fishing cargo out of the sea.
When a ship is on fire, it means it's incapacitated. You can either go close and circle aboard it, and try to get all its cargo, shoot it to sink, and get half its cargo.
Although it can be done. She's disabled now and taking on a decent amount of water. Keep your cannons quiet. Take care not to sink her. tengo un buen dia, senor. I am Captain Hornigold, and this is my crew. We're sailors like yourselves, but quite unalike in our purpose. For we intend to take all that you own. Yet no harm shall befall any man so long as he remains at ease. Is that clear?
No me mate, señor. Tengo familia. Se lo suplico.
Anyone speak English? English?
Little bit.
Tell your friends we're stealing your goods, and we won't hurt nobody if everyone stays as still as a sandbar. You got that?
Please to repeat.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Lock him in the hold, and take everything that isn't nailed down. Good take today, Kenway. Half a dozen scores of that size and you'll be set for a year. Now let's sell this cargo and fix up your jackdaw with a few more trinkets.
Sod a year. I'm looking for a prize that'll set me up for life. I'll be king of the West Indies then.
We came to Nassau to get away from the rights of kings.
Property and promise.
Jesus, let that dream go back. Nassau is the place to be. Not Edinburgh.
You ever dream of the big score? A ship so full of gold and silver, just split it and sail home.
Sure, but it's only a dream. Every man hopes to find a dozen chests of gold with no owners. They're as rare as an honest king.
Pull them down to hell, lad! We'll bathe in your blood!
Yo.
We now have the materials required.
Okay, let's set sail. Now we can set sail. Wrong. Oh, damn it.
Miss, damn it!
My bad.
Ready to fire, sir!
Oh, damn it! Sorry.
Damn these eyes!
Damn these eyes. Ready to fire! Yo, amazing.
Brace yourselves! Batten yourselves! Cruise up! Eat her sticks! Get them along! Down towards sail! We're making to hit him, sir! Get the mains free! Crowd it all on! Man your sheets! Trim the yards off the wind! Hold down and clew up! Furl those men!
Jeez.
Hands in the water!
Hands in the water. Salt Key Bank. Was this an actual bank or was it just the arbor?
¿Qué le trae por aquí, capitán?
Ooh. The hull gives the jack some resistance to medium amounts of damage. Yes. Sure. Ship looks very bad. Bad looks better.
Keep this up and Nassau will be the first city where men and women may live as God made them. Easy and free. All it takes is a few drops of blood, sweat, and a swatch of cloth.
We fly no colours out here. Praise the lack of them. So let the black flag signal nothing but your allegiance to man's natural freedoms. This one's yours. Fly it proud.
I will.
A hand over the docket I lent you. If we're to keep our republic afloat, we'll need guns as well as gold.
That means attacking the Navy.
So long as they're flying King Philip's colors will not offend our own monarch. As you've likely seen, the number of merchants roving these waters is 70 the number of military ships.
Right. Easy purchase, but in small doses.
Right. So to lure the Navy out of hiding, it's best to cause a bit of mischief.
Catch a few small fish to attract the big ones.
That's right. So plunder and pillage as you see fit, Captain Kenway.
the spyglass is your best tool at sea. Look at a ship to see how powerful it is and what cargo it is carrying. Looking at a location to see everything available there. Hold R1 to use, and the right analog stick to look around, and left analog stick to zoom in.
I would say the danger has passed.
They got money.
Oh, come on! Hit the bastards! Now, where are you swabs? Ready to fire, sir! Take her! Fire! Awaiting orders! Fire! Now firing, sir! Cannon ready!
Oh! Ow.
Cross out of the water! Breathe in, all top! Hold down and clear! Kill those men! Getting up pissed, Olga! Fire! Ready to fire! That's a good shot to cripple her! Fire! Keep on to our cannon range! Fire! She's vulnerable there, Captain! Fire! Fire! Look, Captain, a well-placed shot there! Fire! Fire! That's a good shot to cripple her! Fire! Now firing, sir! Fire! She's vulnerable there, Captain! Fire! Fire! They're all exposed. Take a shot! Fire! Ready to fire, sir! Look, Captain, a well-placed shot there! Fire! Ready to fire, sir! Fire! They're all exposed. Take a shot, sir! Fire! Fire! She's vulnerable. Fire! Fire! Working on it! On your mark! Fire! Cannon! Get on the bridge! Fire! That's a good shot to cripple her! Fire! Fire!
Yo.
Fire! Reloading! She's vulnerable there, Captain! Fire! Fire! Taking some shots, Captain! Fire!
Sail home! Military class brig on the horizon!
Good eye, man. Are you ready for this, Kenway? Won't go down without an honest fight.
Who's up for taking that brig, lads? Showtime! That's the sound I like to hear. Pipe to quarters! All hands to cannon!
Careful around the nave. They're as likely to ram you as fire a broadside.
Let's go powder barrel. Shall we?
Aye, rating.
Give me a sec. Oh. That must be nuts. never mess with the captain. Something else I must do. $10,000. 10 grand. Read 'em and weep. This thing was really worth it, isn't it?
And up to sail! All sails, you take it! We ride the wind, for all she's worth!
She came, dressed all in white.
Now we're looking for metal.
Ease off the wind! 4! Incoming ship! Guns out! Schooner! Spaniards! Just a lone ship, Captain! Fire! Enemy reinforcements coming! Ready to fire, sir! Of course, sir! Fire! All enemy sails, sir! Lines in the way, sir! Six trim through! Hang on his base!
Jeez.
Raise for impact!
Yes.
Fire! Fire! In the there, sir! That'll wipe him out! Fire! Fire! We'll need time and fish accuracy! Fire! Weakest right there, Captain! Fire! Ready to fire? Fire! Ready before you, sir! Toast the gallants and foils! Fire! One cannon! Put a shot right through there! Fire! Awaiting orders! Fire! Fire! Take a shot! Right there, sir! Fire! Concentrate on the task at hand, sir! Fire! Now firing, sir! Raise! You cannot take much more, Captain! Fire! Incoming fire!
Oh no! Yo, what What a battle. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid I'm going to call it there. Thank you for watching. It means a lot to me. Hold on. Yeah, so it means a lot to me that you guys support me by watching. So, I'm not saying people must watch, but I'm just saying, like, I appreciate every one of you, and thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys again with this game tomorrow, because I want to finish my games once and for all, because I can't let them just hang there, if you know what I mean. It's going to be a long tour, let's just say. So, I love you all so much, I'm bad at goodbyes, and I'll see you guys again. Hopefully tomorrow, I'll see what happens. So, L9G out.